Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. You may sit in a chair or move to the floor. If you choose to remain in your chair, please cross your legs. On the floor, find a comfortable position with legs crossed. If you're wearing glasses, please remove them. Sit up straight, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. The form of meditation we are doing today was first taught thousands of years ago by the Buddha. It is called Anapanasati or breath meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, and Sati means to be with. So today we'll stay present with the in breath and the out breath. Let's breathe gently, evenly, and steadily. In and out through the nose. No force, just easy, normal breathing. Inhale, exhale. We are not with our thoughts, we are only with our breath. Remember, we cannot be with both at the same time. Just staying with our breath. Our intention today is to remain aware of the breath. For each time we remain for the full length of the meditation, and each time we successfully remember to come back to the breath, we establish a new pathway in the mind. And when we see ourselves being successful, even if for a brief moment, a single return to breath awareness, we further ingrain this new pathway. And the body and mind learn that we indeed can focus, be still, and stay present. Just being with your breath. Inhale and exhale. So when thoughts arise, and they will, we turn from chasing these thoughts and we return to our breath instead. And we do this again and again and again, as many times as we need to. No focus, no concentration, no chanting. Simply observing your breath. By remaining with breath, away from the thoughts, we enter a new state of mind. The mind becomes empty of thoughts and tunes into the immense cosmic energy. This is the source of all energy. This energy is the medicine which will heal your body and mind. By remaining with breath, we learn to move past the conscious, analytical mind into the subconscious mind, where the heart feels at home, grateful and free. With each breath, you relax even more. Shift your awareness from the world around you to the world inside you. Let the awareness of your breath help guide the mind inward to the infinite energy within. In this one moment, nothing else exists but your breath. Remain present with your breath, easy, natural, relaxed, quiet breath. Each time you find your thoughts have once again taken you away from the breath, gently come back, move inward again. No force. Let the breath guide you in. Follow your breath. As you inhale, it takes you to this inner space of energy. And with every breath out, that infinite space inside connects with the world around you again. With each breath, you completely let go and relax. There is nothing to do right now, nowhere to be, other than right here, right now, observing the breath. Move from cognition and analysis towards intuition, a more open awareness. Still aware of your breath. Notice how your breath feels as it moves in and out through your nose. How does breath feel as it moves down through your throat, into your lungs, and deep into your belly? Your mind might settle on a particular detail or an overall general awareness of breath. Let it expand. For example, notice the overall movement of breath through the body, the rise and fall of the shoulders, the chest, belly. Stay present with the sensation of breath, allowing the breath itself to be your anchor to this present moment. And if you notice the mind has wandered, simply return to the breath. Natural, easy, steady breath. Completely drop your identity, your personality, self, your ego. Whether you're male or female, whatever title you hold, just simply dropping and connect instead to the magic of breath, becoming pure consciousness. Become the energy of the breath itself. Observe what the breath has to teach you. No longer self-conscious about where you are, what you're doing. Letting go of all expectations. Let go of doing and let yourself simply be in this moment. Withdraw your attention from people, places, time, and events. Just remain present with in-breath and out-breath. Let yourself relax back into this generous, abundant, infinite present moment. Each time you find yourself returning to the known, predictable people, places, and things around you, including the self, let yourself drop back to the unknown. Let yourself drop back into the infinite energy within. By becoming one again with each breath in and each breath out. The breath will guide you inward, away from the world around you, and into a new world within. You are not your job title, your identity, your thoughts, or your emotions. You are this infinite energy within, with infinite possibilities. You are the depth and infinite spacious within. So let yourself go deeper towards this inner wisdom. and let your breath guide you in. Let not a single breath go by without noticing it, without observing. It's time to become nobody. Becoming one with the energy of your breath. Let go of the narrator, the part of your mind saying, now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Be the breath itself, not the entity observing it. Become awareness itself. Become the infinite field of potential. Invest all your energy in the unknown. Linger here, exploring the breath. Remaining free of expectations, free from judgment. Allow yourself to surrender into the depths of the unknown. Fully immersed in the experience of breath. Drop into this experience, here in the present moment. The experience of breathing in and breathing out. When you allow yourself to become nothing, to become one with this infinite moment, you open up to infinite potential. You become everything. And then, wherever the mind is now, I invite you to come back to this present moment awareness with your next breath. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. With your next breath, I invite you to slowly bring your hands together and place them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly remove your hands and gently open your eyes.
Welcome, everyone. Let us all clap for today's meditation. What a wonderful meditation. Thank you, all the masters who are present here today for beautiful energies and beautiful meditations. Okay. So, if anybody wants to share their experience, feel free to write it down in chat or raise your hand and we will unmute you. We have reached day 19th in our journey of understanding ourselves and regularly meditating. So again, each day congratulate yourself for taking this step for your own evolution. And it is very important to appreciate our own selves and efforts. So I congratulate you and celebrate your journey. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. And reaping all the benefits of all that we are discussing every day. So today, we are talking about attachment and detachment. I'm sure, you might have heard about it or already know what you all, I'm sure you all know what attachment means. By the definition, you all know what attachment and detachment means. But what today we are going to do is we're going to understand what does these emotions, or what does attachment, how does attachment affect us in our life, or make a difference in our life, and how much we should practice secure attachment, and how we must learn to practice detachment. So without waiting further, let us start. Are you all ready? Because I can't see you, so I want to know that you are here with me, listening to me. Okay, I got. Okay, I'm hoping you are all here. All right. So, like I said, you all know what detachment is, right? And attachment is. But I really understand. I really this quotation by Gautam Buddha, that attachment is the root cause of suffering, is something really explains everything about attachment. Okay. I'm sure you all know who Gautam Buddha is. And it is very true in my understanding that if we are experiencing, if we are attached to things, anything, if you are experiencing suffering at any level, may it be emotional level, physical level, mental level, at any level, know that it is coming because we are attached to something. We are experiencing attachment. All suffering, all any kind of pain is being experienced because of the attachment. We are too attached to what somebody has said to us. Maybe we take hours, or maybe few days or weeks, or maybe sometimes years to forget it. And maybe we do forget what, if someone has done something which has, which we didn't like and which hurt us or something. We take that much time to forget it, but not truly detach ourselves from that experience. So all the time that we are remembering what really, was had happened, the experience that really caused us pain, the time that we are remembering that, we are living in pain, absolute pain, suffering, right? Just experiment, just think yourself, what all causes you pain, where all you feel stuck, where all you feel you don't deserve this. All these emotions, when do they occur, and why are they occurring? What is the root cause of it? And you will find that root cause is that you are attached to something. You're not living in a present moment. The more you're attached to something, you will always live in past. You're always thinking about it. You're always being with it, rather than living in the present. If you are in present moment, if you're truly being in a present moment, you will never be attached to what was there in past. You will live this moment and experience it fully. The more the more we think, the more we see this life, we understand this life is experience, that we are soul, and we have come here to experience life. We will be able to easily understand the law of attachment. But the more we see lives as, circumstances, situations, or uh, life is happening to you, it will cause you pain. Experiment yourself. So yeah, I was talking about that, maybe somebody has said something to you, and or did something to you, and you're remembering it as much the long with the period, till the period you remember it, you live in suffering. Maybe you forgot, for example, you forgot, it took you 2 weeks, but you are finally, surpass it according to you. But the moment you see that person again, the moment that person come in front of you again, or you are in same room, you remember everything that happened with you, and between you, and you relive that emotion, relive that, the suffering, the pain that might have caused because of the experience. How many times it happens? Finally over the heartache or suffering or anything, all the pain, but the moment you see the person again, you relive it. The time that you took to surpass it, you were reliving those memories in your head, but you thought that you surpassed it, but you saw the person again and those memories came back, because you truly didn't detach yourself from those experiences. You're still emotionally attached to it. Now, how to get detached, how to really let go of these experiences? I'm not saying deny the experience of feeling hurt, or feeling bad or sad. Live, definitely experience all your emotions, like going back to emotional intelligence. Experience your emotion, understand your emotion, but do not get attached to them. Do not get attached to anything good happening, anything bad happening, anything. Do not get attached to this physical identity. Do not get attached to this body. The more and more we are living in attachment, we are separate from our own reality. We are separate from this present moment of making this best out of this present moment. We are sometimes too attached to our goals, and when those goals do not manifest, we completely get deviated from why truly we made that goal. So we have to understand the root cause of the pain, or the suffering. So anytime you're feeling, experiencing attachment, remember that you're soul. You all are soul, and you have come here to experience life. All kind of emotions, all kind of experiences, all kind of challenges. You've come to experience it. I remember this example that one experience somebody was sharing, that one person bought a house. Okay, let me give you this example. One person bought a house, and she was, she was living in that house for many years, and she was finally was able to buy that house for herself and her family. But in the very next moment, everything turned upside down, and she had to sell it. And after that, she rented a very next house to the house that she was living in. And so every morning she used to wake up and look at the house, and think, feel bad, feel sad that this is the house that I bought, and I had to sell it. This is the house I was supposed to live in, and I had to sell it. So many years she lived in that experience. But when she began her journey in meditation, she started to realize how much time, how many years she lived in pain, just because of the attachment, just because of attachment. And we don't realize, but daily we are experiencing a lot of suffering, a lot of pain just because of this attachment. We are attached to how perfectly, how a mother should be, how we should be, how, our husband or wife should be, or son should be. All of these are attachments. He should do that. He did that to me. All of this is all of these are attachments. The more we start living, the more we will be able to experience life and, get out of this suffering, the cycle of suffering. So always remember this beautiful, beautiful quote by Buddha, that root cause of all the suffering is attachment. And there is a difference between connection and attachment also, which Patriji shared very beautifully. A mother is attached to the kids. There is no wrong in that. Again, we have to understand secure attachment. And there is nothing, and how to practice detachment also, which I'll come. A mother is attached to, very naturally, instinctively attached to their kids. You cannot ask a mother to, just forget about their kids and all of that. But there is always, for her, for a mother also, there is a learning, always a learning, where how much attachment is a good attachment. We are so attached to our kids that we want them to be a certain way. That is wrong attachment. Going back to yesterday's class, non-interference. So attachment to the level of wishing their well-being, always supporting them, always loving them, anybody, always being there for them, but not interfering. If you're interfering with the sense of attachment, that I truly I love them, then you're causing harm to your own self. You're causing suffering, because they will repel. Another example. Now here I'll bring a concept of life after death also, because it's very interesting. And I am not, how many of you know about astral travel? Manjari said no idea. Do you know, each night you do astral traveling, you leave your body every night. Everyone does it. In meditation, when we sit, we talked about 7 experiences on our second day, I guess. One of the experience was that you're sitting in meditation, you're sitting in a room, but you're feeling like you have left your body and you're flying in the air, right? That was one of the experience, 6th experience. How you're flying in the air, how you're flying in the sky. When you're sitting on, in your room, your physical body is not flying. That's your astral body is flying, which is connected to you with a silver cord. Okay, this is a huge concept which requires another class, and definitely there will be a class on it. We'll bring it, because there are many books also on it. If you want to understand this, read Lobsang Rampa's books, You Forever. Okay, getting back to the example. So also know that when we meditate, we consciously may experience astral travel. When we, see visions of being somewhere, going somewhere, that's conscious astral travel. But in dreams, that the things that we experience and call it as dreams, those are astral travels. And we all have it. So, okay, Now, the example that I was coming on. There are many souls that when they're too attached to materialistic things or emotionally too attached to this plane, this dimension, to people or certain things or certain situations, it could be anything. But when there is attachment, even after leaving the body, even after passing away, even after their death, they are unable to accept their death. And that's how their astral body stays here. So don't think that, let me do whatever I want to do on this plane. So what, I have attachment, I want to experience it. Yes, go ahead, experience it. But don't think that it's gonna end after you die. You're gonna be free from everything. No matter what actions you do, what words you speak, everything gonna be, okay after I die. At least till I'm living, let me do whatever I want. Everything counts. Everything is making your experience. Everything is cause and effect. So if there is a cause, there will be an effect. So attachment, many times, and this is a higher concept. There are many worlds when you, and I know this is taking, this is not, it doesn't come in a beginner's meditation session. But when we die, there is an astral plane. But if we are too attached to this earth plane, even after dying, we do not leave this plane. We're stuck here, and it's horrible for that soul. So learn to experience detachment. Learn to, practice more and more detachment. What is detachment? You're playing certain role right now. You're here, okay, you're listening to me, or you're playing a role of mother, father, or husband, wife, or anything in your life. Wherever you are in the present moment, completely be there, 100% be there. Even if you are doing multitasking, be mindful there, give your 100%. But the moment you're shifting the role, you're detached from that role. You're not still thinking about that role. You're not still living in that moment or situations or emotions. That, oh, I did that, oh, he did that, or she did that, or this is how supposed to he was supposed to say or think or do. Just think how much you are living like this. So how much you are living in suffering. And what is overthinking? Why do we overthink? Because we are attached to those situations, aren't we? Just imagine sharing experience is different, but keep thinking about the outcomes, or keep thinking about the experience you had, and create n number of scenarios around it. That's attachment. So the learn art of detachment, living detached in detachment. Attached, this is a beautiful concept given by sir only, Patri sir. Attached detachment. What is attached detachment? You are a mother. You love your son or daughter, but you're detached with them. You tell them, you guide them, but even if after telling them they fall in the well, you let them fall. Not like holding their hands and maybe you also fall into that well with them because you're too attached. learn to practice attached detachment. If that is the only way then we can live our life or experience growth in our life. Wise, if you're wise enough, use your common sense, and common sense and wiseness come from meditation. The more and more you meditate, you will understand how can you be detached. I'm not worried what my husband is doing while I'm speaking to you. Even if it the whole day we do not speak, I'm not worried. Why are we worried? What are we worried for? I'm not worried what Nehaji thinks about me. I'm not worried what Manjari thinks about me. What are you worried for? Why are you too attached for and why we are in every sector we are attached. We're attached to this body, how we look. Maybe because since the beginning, since our birth, we have only seen ourselves, in images and in the mirror. We have seen this body, so we think ourselves as this body only. We think that this is us. We forget that we are soul. Always remember, you are spiritual beings having have come here, have chose to come here to have a human experience. You're not this body. Why are we so afraid of death? Because we're too attached to this body. We are not aware of this fact that this soul is deathless soul. There is no fear of death. There should be no fear of death. It's a very natural phenomena. It will happen to everyone. Will I live forever? Can I live forever? So why I'm so afraid of death? Because I'm too attached to this life. If I'm too attached to this life, name, fame, or this body, or to family, then only I'll be afraid of death. But the more understanding of my own self as soul comes in, the more meditation I do and more connection that I have with my own self and universal self, higher self, I will realize there's nothing to be attached here. And don't be attached to that experiences also. Okay, in very simple words, experience everything as it is, without having a preset notion about everything, or after leaving that experience, do not analyze. I'll give a few example of secure attachment. Now, you're not completely, you cannot, do not, also I want to bring this in notice that do not confuse yourself from detachment is not ignoring, that closing your eyes, something is happening in front of you and you close your eyes, that oh, I can't, I'm detached. The house is burning and you'll say, oh no, I'm detached, it doesn't bother me. Do not ignore, confuse yourself from, ignoring is not detachment. You're detached, that even if that house burns away, you're not attached to it. You will do your best to save that house, but if still it burns away, you're not attached to it. Oh, your life will be, you'll try to, you think, oh, my life is, now nothing is left in my life, everything is gone, now what will I do? This was everything and now everything has happened to me, everything bad has happened to me. You will not suffer yourself with the pain of that experience. You will accept it, not ignoring it. Do not confuse detachment from ignorance. Attached detachment is giving your 100%, and the moment you're away, you are away, and it out of sight, out of mind. That is it. But till the moment you're there, you have to give your 100%. If you're not giving your 100%, you're doing very bad karma on yourself. Anywhere you are, either don't be there, or if you are there, give your 100%. Read books. Tomorrow is very important class, because tomorrow we are going to understand the importance of reading books and the importance of silence. Every day we are just thinking, talking, indulging ourselves with people. Now what they said, we're thinking that also. Today I had a call with my mother, or today I had a call with my best friend or my neighbor. Now, what I was, the whole story that was going in my mind, that's there. Now, what they said also has added to that story. Now I'm thinking about that story also. Just imagine how many energy patterns you're attracting in your energy field. Everything is energy, remember? Do not again, how will you remember all of this? First, by meditating. Second, by reading books. Every second has to be lived with full awareness. 100% awareness. Even after giving your 100%, something didn't turn out, the best or how you expected, leave it. At least you have given your 100%, so you there's nothing left to do there. But if you will not give your 100%, you'll always be, then all the stories come in. If practice detachment, okay, do this experiment. Think about things that you daily practice or daily use. For example, take a phone. For a day, leave your phone. Or imagine a day without your phone. How will you feel? Now imagine you love your car, you love your house, you love your husband. Imagine, I'll give you an example. It happened in front of me. Somebody asked, that imagine what will happen if your husband will die. That girl literally started shivering. She fainted only. That much impact, just the thought of it gave to her. And when she got back, she understood and she thanked, thank you for realizing me how much attached I was. Again, how can we run away from this fact that everybody is gonna die? So why there is so much fear around it? And I'm not saying that, each day we'll think about, okay, again, detachment doesn't mean you don't have hold love for that person, or that subject or thing or people or situation. You are just not involved in it. You're not just, that's not your complete life. So practice detachment from everything around exteriorly, and also practice detachment from your own emotions, your own experiences, or your own everything that you not too much attachment from your own self also. Don't confuse self-love with attachment. Now this can be also there. I love myself too much. middle path. This is also a beautiful concept by Gautam Buddha and very well explained by Patriji. So with that, we have come to an end of our anybody has anything to share, read books, read books. If you fill yourself with knowledge, there is no more space left for, any other thing. So it's very much required. No, there's nobody out there for, okay, I'll give you an example. I'm sure I'm gonna, bring this up tomorrow as well. But for example, something happens in your life, you're stuck. What you do, what's the first thing you do? You reach out for help, right? You call somebody which you think will be able to help you, or who knows better than you, right? You reach out for help, you ask, this is the situation, what should I do? And whatever they tell us, we try to implement. Okay. And it's okay to take advice also. But the first phone call that should happen should be between you and your own heart, your own consciousness, which happens, that phone call happens when we are connected with ourselves. There is no requirement for reaching out, searching for the answers outside. All the answers are there inside. You have to make the space for that communication to happen. And here meditation will help you. Meditation will guide you. And that was the last thing that I wanted to mention today. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here and listening to me. Again, if there's anything that you want to ask, go ahead or share. And how was today's class? I would love to hear. What are your, takeaways? Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Ravi.